Hello, this is Widow Plays What Ifs, and this is my second episode, and this is gonna be my second series. This is gonna be what if female Deku, or as in Izumi, in this world, her name is gonna be, was twins with Toya Todoroki, and her full name is gonna be Izumi Todoroki. Let's just jump into it. This is gonna be a little bit before Izumi and Toya was born. Okay. This is a little bit, yeah, I already said that. Okay. Angie and Ray are getting the bed ready. Getting everything ready for their twins' bedroom. Ray is excited. And Angie, he is him. So yeah. She is excited. Because she finally has something that is hers, her babies, and hers alone. Since she has finally got some happiness out of this loveless marriage that she had. Once her parents sold her off for this quirk marriage, she was furious. She didn't love this man. She would have done anything to get out of this and pleaded with her parents, but she didn't have a choice. So she put up with this man for 1 year. And finally she has something that is hers out of this loveless marriage. Her babies. Something that is hers. Once she laid eyes on Endeavor, she knew what type of man he was. She didn't like it one bit that she was married to this man. But yet again, she had no choice. And she wasn't stupid either. She knew why he wanted the marriage. She wouldn't let this man hurt her babies to be something that they don't want to be. Or something that they probably don't want to be. So yeah. She's thinking all of this while she's helping here and there with the baby's bedroom with Angie. Even though she's letting him do all the heavy lifting. But yeah, they didn't want a surprise. They knew that they were going to have twins. And once she got the news that she was pregnant, she didn't like it. She didn't like the thought of having his children. But something kicked in. Something that gave her these primal instincts of protection. She wants to protect these children from him. But she didn't know how. All she knew is she wanted to protect these children. And her love for them grew. Let's skip to when Ray's having contractions. Her bladder broke all over. I'm gonna say this is a few days after they had the bedroom ready. And they're just watching They're just watching something on the news. I would say this would be the morning. And Ray is making breakfast. And suddenly she started having contractions and her water broke. And Endeavor and Angie and Ray gave each other that look. And they both know that this is it. So they went to the hospital. And Ray is pushing. The doctor is telling her, push, push. And she's yelling at the doctor, fuck you. I'm pushing as much as I want. I'm pushing as much as I can. Fuck you. Fuck this. And Endeavor's right there, right beside her, telling her, hold my hand, Ray. And she's like, okay. And she's holding his hand as hard as she can. And Endeavor just like, oh God, this is hurting. This is kind of hurting. This is kind of hurting. And her quirk is going haywire. And she's freezing his hand and a few things around her. And Toya is born first. And once she saw him, that brought a smile to her face. And the doctor says, here's the firstborn. And he gave the firstborn to no, he didn't give the firstborn to her yet. They're cleaning the baby right now. They're cleaning Toya right now. And now she's still pushing. She's pushing for the next one. She's pushing for Izumi to come out. Izumi is... She's pushing for her to come out. And I would say this would take 2 to 3 minutes after Toya was born. So she's 2 to 3 minutes younger than Toya. So she's the little sister and he's the big brother. He's still the oldest of the bunch. And yeah, once Izumi came out, her head popped out and yeah, they started cleaning her and get her warmed up with a little blanket. I would assume that Toya got a blue blanket and Izumi got a pink blanket because of the gender. So yeah, that's what I was assume. Guys, I don't know anything about having children yet. I'm only 20. So yeah. So yeah, they gave Toya and Izumi to Ray. She looked at them and she already had her mother instincts kicked in, and she loves her children. She loves them and she'll do anything to protect them. Just seeing their faces brought a big smile to her face. And secretly, Endeavor had a smile behind her too. He had a smile on his face too. You know what? I was going to make this a villain series and make Endeavor a douchebag, but I'm just going to make him as much of a douchebag as he is in canon. I don't want to make him worse. I feel like there's no point to. But yeah. But yeah, as the years pass, Toya and Izumi are close. They're always stuck together. They wouldn't know what to do without each other. The half is not whole without the other. And it's finally, they turn 5. And they go to the Quirk Doctor. Endeavor takes them to the Quirk Doctor, and Ray is there too. And the doctor does a test. And he tells Ray and Angie what their quirks are. And he tells them this is quite the phenomenon. If that's how it's said. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Both your children have side effects to their quirks. Their effects. Both of your children have big major how do I say this? I'm just gonna say, okay, doctor, tell us what our children's quirks are. He says, your firstborn, Toya, he has a very, very dangerous fire quirk. But he has a body for an ice quirk. He has a body that's meant for an ice quirk. And both Angie and Ray are just puzzled. What does this mean, doctor? It means that he's going to damage his body every time he uses his quirk. It's going to lead to big problems in the future if he keeps using his quirk. And now Ray is worried. What about Izumi? Well, what about Izumi? The same thing to her, but it's the other way around. She has the body of a fire user, a fire quirk. But she has an ice quirk. And it is very powerful. Just like how your son's quirk, his quirk is I would say more dangerous than his father's. Yours, Endeavor, his flames are hotter than yours. And your daughter, Izumi, her ice is far deadlier than your ice. Miss Todoroki. And both of them were surprised. Really? So we just not let them use their quirks? I would, as I am a doctor, I am inclined to say, do not let them use their quirks. But that's for y'all to think about. This is for your child's health and safety, so I would go against them using their quirks. So yeah. As they let the kids in the door and they tell them what their quirks are, and they both are excited that they have far more powerful quirks than their parents. Let me pause this real quick. I think what to do next. Okay. They leave the doctor. They go home, and Endeavor says, "Come on, we're going to train." And Ray is asking, aren't we supposed to advise not to use their quirks? It can really hurt them. And Endeavor tries to manipulate Ray into saying, if they train, they can use their quirks. And this goes on for a while, and Ray just lets it go, wishing she didn't let it go, but she let it go and lets them train. But before she let it go, both Izumi and Toya asked Ray, "Can we please train? We want to use our quirks. We want to use our quirks." It wasn't because of Endeavor, but it was because of them that she let it go. And yeah. and they go train. I'm gonna tell y'all what Izumi can do with her power. Izumi can make constructs out of her ice, and she can shoot ice blasts out of her hands, kind of like how Toya can use his fire. And if anyone watches this, can y'all please give me ideas of what Izumi can do with her power? That's all I can think of at the moment. But I'm going to tell you the drawbacks right now. Just using one of her constructs. Let's say she makes this scythe. Let's say she makes this scythe and she's holding it. She could easily get what's that thing called? The what's it fucking called? Let me think. Izumi will get frostburn. If you haven't seen any images of frostburn before, oh my god, you gotta look the photos up on Google. They are pretty gnarly stuff. That's some pretty gnarly stuff. But yeah, just holding a scythe for a certain amount of time will give her frostburn. Think about the touch of death. The icicle of death or whatever. I think it's called the icicle of death. Search that up on Google, and you will know how strong Izumi's ice is. Just one touch of her ice can kill you, or one slice, I would say. The ice of death. During this time, Izumi and Toya have been thinking about names for their quirks. Just give me a second. Her ice is not that powerful yet, but it's already close to that point. It could easily hurt somebody and bring them in critical condition. That's how powerful her ice is right now. But yeah, during this time while they're training with Endeavor, even though it's pretty tough, they really like it. And around this time, Natsu and the other girl, I forgot her name. It'll come to me later. Nafumi, yeah. Nafumi and Natsu are born around this time, I presume. Guys are 5, yeah, it makes sense. Around 5. They're born around this time, yeah. But around this time they are training, they are thinking of names for their quirks. And Endeavor got the idea of telling Toya, his quirk name should be Cremation. As for Izumi, the Touch of Death, or the Ice of Death. And she says, doesn't roll off the tongue, but I kind of like it. And yeah, and I'm going to tell her what her personality is. Her personality is playful. I would say she kind of has kind of the same type of personality as Toga at this point in time right now. She likes playing around. She's playful. Oh, she's only 5, so yeah, she has that type of personality right now. But as the years go by, let's go past this point. And they are around, I would say, 9-ish. And Endeavor is getting worse and worse. He is literally beating on them, literally just fucking abusing them at this point. And they're starting to kind of I would say around these years they would start to hate Endeavor or NG. You would see me throw his name around and say NG or Endeavor. Just think of it as, I'm trying to say enjoy all the time, but it just comes out as Endeavor, so just don't mind that. But yeah, once but during these years they have starting to get burn marks around them. For Izumi it's frostburn. For how would I say Toya, it's real burn marks from fire. Burn marks for him and frostburn for her. They have gotten marks all over them. Because of the training. Didn't I tell you to put... Sorry for that interruption. Someone came to my room. But yeah, they have gotten marks all over them. And this is what Izumi looks like. During the years, she has gotten purple tips, I would say. Purple tips. Because of her quirk. I would say her quirk is so powerful that her ice is so powerful that it's purple. Her ice is purple. It's more of a colorful type of purple. I would say a light purple or a darkest, lightest, between the light and dark purple, I would say. And instead of gray, her hair is pure white and she has purple tips. Her eyes are blue, I would say. No. Because of the quirk, her eyes started to go purple as well. Her eyes were blue, but they started to turn purple because of her quirk. Like Toya, his hair started to go red to white as he done the training. Hers is a little different, but same. But this is her character model, but just the differences between her eyes and hair. And she's not wearing this. But let's skip to around when I would say Shoto was born. No, let's skip before them. Let's get back to no, I forget that. Let's just go to when Shoto was born. Everybody's there and yada yada yada. The same routine goes on. But the whole family is right there watching Shoto get born, and they're all happy. All the children and Ray is hoping, praying that this innocent little boy does not get tortured the way they did because of Endeavor. And once that baby came out, Endeavor had a mental note on the multicolored hair. And yeah. But as the years go on, their torture has been gone worse and worse since Shoto has been born. As Shoto is growing up, they are very protective of him. They are very protective. Toya and Izumi, they don't want what they go through for Shoto at all. They do anything to prevent that. Well, they're just getting tortured. The other two just get abandoned pretty much and neglected by Endeavor. Kind of like Canon. They get neglected. And that's why Shoto was born. During these years, he has gone way worse. Kind of like he is in Canon. No, exactly the same as he is in Canon. But yeah, let's skip to when Shoto is 5, and they have been dreading this day. Well, Ray most of all has been dreading this day more than anyone. She doesn't even want to go but she has to go. She goes with Toya and Izumi. No one else goes. Mm. And they go to the doctor, and the doctor tells them that he has a half and half, and they have dreaded this. They do not want him to have half and half quirk because they know what this means. Endeavor has been reaching to this point since this is his whole point of making this family, making a freaking soldier, pretty much, to be better than All Might. They have read this because they know what this means. This means that this kid will never will not have a good life. And there's nothing they could do about it, really. The doctor tells him he has half work, he has half fire, half ice, and yeah. On the ride back, everyone was silent, but Shoto, very excited because he has a half and half quirk. And yeah, let's get to when they get back. They get back, and Endeavor is right by the door asking, "What's Shoto's work?" And Ray doesn't want to say it. She doesn't want to say it. Neither does Toya. But Izumi quietly says, half and half. Pretty dead. Saying it pretty dead. Like she's dead. Half and half. And Angie asks what? And she yells at him, a fucking half and half quirk. He fucking has it. You happy now? Fucking bastard of a father. Fucking. She goes off on him, like really. And she gets slapped. And freaking Endeavor shouts, Shoto! And he takes him off to training. He tells him, we're gonna go train Shoto. And at this point Shoto was kind of happy. But he's very sad that his big sister got slapped. And wonder what was that about? And why should she go off on father? And Endeavor and Shoto go off. And Rage is there crying, holding Izumi. Or Izumi just holding her freaking face, the part that got hit by Endeavor. Knowing that she'll get it worse once they start training next time. She won't go easy on the bastard. Around these years, she has been building up her anger, like really. And that's when she finally went off. She hasn't went off yet. She finally went off. Toya already went off. But yeah. I'm gonna say this is the night when Toya got burned. I'm gonna say this time instead of Canon just being Toya, it's him and Izumi. At the same time they're training with Endeavor, and he's giving them a beating. He's going hard on them, harder than he's ever done before. Part of it is because Izumi freaking talked back to him. She dared to talk back to him. So he's putting her in her place. And yeah. As he was literally beating them black and blue, their quirks went skyrocket. And yeah. I would say once Izumi saw when she saw Toya's quirk malfunctioned and went skyrocket, I would say. Hers did the same. And Endeavor is trying to do what I can to pull to stop Izumi's ice. Well, he's using a fire extinguisher to try to extinguish freaking Toya's flames. And he's freaking asking for help. Well, the house is like burning down. Burning and freaking icing up, I would say. I don't fucking know. It's a shitstorm in the house at the moment. And while he's doing that, and their quirk stop, they are going through so much pain, because of this man. They are thinking at the same time, this man, if it wasn't for this man, our life wouldn't be like this. Our life wouldn't just be about training. Our life wouldn't just be pain. As they both get knocked out because of so much of how much pain they're in. And they're in the hospital right now. They're in the hospital. They have been in the hospital in a coma for a while. And everybody is worried. And I would say they were put in the same hospital room because they are twins. It probably doesn't make sense, but just go with me. Just work with me. They will be probably put in different hospital rooms, but they probably might have been put in the same hospital room in real life. Who knows? But they're put in the same hospital room. As I would say, as Toya wakes up. As Toya wakes up, he sees that he's in the hospital room, and he looks on his left, and he sees Izumi there, covered in bandages, same as him. And he is pissed. This happened because of that damn fucking bastard. He is so pissed. I don't want to see that bastard ever again. And he has to stop. What if I run away? But he looks at Izumi. And he thinks, no, what if we run away? And as he's thinking this, Izumi wakes up. And she feels so much pain still. Same as Dabi, he feels so much pain because of these burns. She tries to get up. Though it's hard, she still gets up. As she gets up, she looks at Toya. And he stares at her. As they both see each other and see this, how bad the other one is hurt, they feel intense hatred just seeping off them, killing intent. The rooms next to them there are rooms that are next to them, right by them, that are feeling bloodlust. And they are getting scared. And Izumi says, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill that fucking bastard. I'm gonna fucking kill him. No matter what it takes, I'll fucking kill him. As every word he says, she's talking more crazed, more psychotic. And this surprises Dabi a little bit. As he freaking laughs his ass off. He laughs fucking a little crazed too. As he says, yes, I wanna fucking kill him too. But if we stay here any longer, we will die because of that fucking bastard. We will die because of him. And she nods in agreement. As they both look at the window at the same time, and they look at each other and nod. Simultaneously, they freaking get out of their beds, even though they're in so much pain. They get up through sheer will power. They open the window and they leave. They book it. They leave the hospital. Well, before they get out of their hospital beds, they take all the cords up. They rip it off of them. And all the machines are going are going haywire because they're off of the patient, and everybody's hearing the machines go haywire, and they're quickly going to the room, and the Todoroki family is outside the room at the moment, and they're hearing some commotion. Like everybody's there, like they're hearing the commotion. And they run to the room, and they see that both of the patients are gone, and the window is open, and everyone is shocked. Shouldn't they still be in the coma? A doctor freaking asks, and the nurse says, yes. How are they awake? Are we not sure that they were not kidnapped? And everybody looks at the nurse that said that, and they all gulp. Around this time, that everybody's thinking about the hospital's reputation. If someone heard that a patient got taken and stuff. And yeah. Now let's go to the Todoroki family. They look at the name tags of the room of the patient, and they see it's Toya and Izumi's room, and they are panicking. They are screaming, "What?" Endeavor screaming, "What happened? Where is my daughter and son?" And everybody is cowering in fear because of how much Endeavor is yelling and shit. And everybody in the freaking family is either crying or in panic, or crying or in panic. And yeah. And they go on a shirt. Endeavor goes on a search. Wait, no, he doesn't. He goes on a search himself, I would say. Because, I would say he goes on a search himself. As the months go by, as the years go by, the family has been getting worse. Ray broke down. She went to the medical facility around this point, I would say. Months go by years. And everybody lost hope. The family lost hope of seeing their big brother and big sister. Let's backtrack to when Izumi and Toya left. Yeah, let's get no, let's backtrack to when they left the hospital. Yes, they left the hospital. They ran as fast as they could. They ran through alleys. They went through streets. They went all the way to they went from the good side of town to, I would say, the ghetto. The bad side of town. They made it so far in a couple hours. And they are panting their asses off. They once they ran, they couldn't stop. They didn't want nobody to find them. They just booked it. And think about it. They are running through alleys and everything. Well, people were just seeing two kids that look like that they have gowns on, hospital gowns on, with bandages around them, and they're just running. And they are wondering if they should they contact the authorities or no. And they decide not to because it's not their business, like they did to Shigaraki when he was a little kid, asking for help. And yeah, they're running. Once they catch their breaths, they try to find an abandoned building. They find one and they enter it. And they barricade themselves, whatever they could find inside the building to barricade the door and stuff. And they both just sit down, just having a sigh of relief. And Izumi asks, "What do we do now?" And Toya says, "I don't know. I guess we have to live by ourselves." Around this time, they are still around 10ish. They are still 10ish, I would say. 10ish or 14 or 15. I think they're around 14 or 15. Around this time. Because around the anime, Dabi is in his early 20s. So Izumi is around that age.
Go eat.
Sorry to cut this short, but I need to go. This was a another hour long video. Hope you liked this episode of what a female Deku was the twin sister of Dabi, or Toya Todoroki. But hope you like, subscribe, and click that bell icon on the top of my page. Thank you very much, and hope you all have a good day.